The aim of the research is to assess and explore the experiences of pre-service teachers during an overseas placement outside of their dominant cultural environment. The research aims to make these pre-service teachers more aware how their own set of beliefs, experiences, and perspectives inform their worldview, and how a range of social determinants in different cultural contexts create many different aspects of childhood, and the differences of the childhood experiences culturally. This research on cross-cultural experiences and the social construction of childhood is critical and relevant for all teachers to understand and respect, especially in an Australian context, as the multicultural and diverse nature of our schools and communities is considerable, and teachers need to be culturally sensitive and aware how children's experiences can be molded and shaped by cultural contexts, beliefs, and values. Key points of the study was assessing the level of cultural diversity within Australian classrooms, which reinforces why this study is so relevant and important, and also understanding the sociological and theoretical perspectives of power and discourse and how they can affect a childhood experience. So this course highlights the assumptions, stereotypes, values, and insights communities, people, and cultures have, and how this shapes our perception. Discourse centered around children by Western scholars view children as naturally complicit and dependent upon adults by focusing on the biological immaturity of children and how they need to be protected as they are incapable of surviving by themselves. This discourse is a myopic view of a dominant Western culture discourse and does not take into account the vast social, cultural, and political contexts that face children from different cultures. Reinforcing how childhood is dependent on society and the context of which the child is in. In medieval times, the term of childhood and the concept of it did not exist, which in turn created the concept of childhood as a social construction dependent on a range of extenuating factors. The relationship between power and knowledge is central to the understanding of childhood and cultural representation. There is an us versus them system of a binary logic within power, which contributes to an unequal relationship of power by creating social hierarchies in the way people view the world within their social context. This opposing perspective of power creates division and makes clear categories of right and wrong and what is valued and not valued in a social context. Perpetuating this idea of dominance within a certain culture and this maintains power and weaknesses within society. So some examples of this would be colonized, not colonized, white and black, good versus evil. These sociological theories of power and dominance are so important and crucial within an educational setting as well as discourse. As English being taught as the main language in Australian schools, this can disadvantage children from different cultures as they puts them behind children that are Australian and from European descent that may only speak English. How teachers talk, demonstrate, and discipline students of different cultures can have a serious effect for diverse students. An example of this would be a white Western European teacher in a position of power can severely affect how an Indigenous student or a student from a less advantaged culture feels about their education, and how our behaviours can reinforce their negative associations that may be subconscious, and what that has on and how they feel about their cultural and family experiences. Cultural sensitivity is needed in this situation for teachers to understand their position of power and privilege, and need to be aware how they can affect students in a negative way that are from diverse cultures. As teachers, how do we perpetuate these cultural societal stereotypes of power and dominance within our school and classroom setting? Our understanding of culture is crucial to assess our impact on children and find the best ways to improve their childhood experiences. The theoretical perspectives of power and discourse play a massive part in how children grow up in and out of the school, as these concepts have been central in socio-cultural experiences for years and how they have shaped people's lives. Being culturally sensitive and personally aware of the teaching styles we incorporate and how we interact with diverse students plays a massive role in how children enjoy education and how the social construction of childhood. Thank you.